Hey there! So today we're going to check out Logic Pro X and turning on the advanced editing features with the grid in the advanced modes, which it actually does not default to on. So let's get right to it. In the top left, let's go to Logic Pro X, Preferences, and in Preferences, Advanced Tools. Click that. And in Advanced, you'll see Show Advanced Tools. Let's click that and see what pops up. So we have additional options here. I have audio enabled, MIDI, control surfaces, score, and advanced editing, which we'll be dealing with editing and the grids and all that. So make sure those are all on. And the only thing I have off is surround, is I'm just mixing with stereo headphones and speakers, so I don't need that. So let's X out of that. And there's a few more small things we're going to turn on for grid editing and to have really powerful modes and really, have it working great. So let's select right here in between, where the loop is and the signature. Let's hit Control key and let's click down right here. Now you see Customize Control Bar and Display popped up. Let's click that. In this, let's go to where it says LCD and Beats and Project. Let's click Custom. And in Custom, just make sure Signature/Division is checked. And we can click out of this and it'll go away. Now you see the division in the notes. So you have 16th notes, 8th notes, 30-second notes, quarter notes, pretty much any option you want. So now if I go and drag this, it's going to go in that mode. But if you also notice, it's actually still going in between the 16th notes, which maybe you want, maybe you don't want. So if you don't want it, let's set up one more thing. Over here, you see it says Snap, and it's in Smart Mode, which is really great, and a lot of times I do use this. But for this specific thing, I like to get super micro with it. So let's click Division, and let's also click Snap Regions to Absolute Value, and that should do it. So now we're on 16th notes still, and it's just going to snap to the 16th notes and nothing in between. So yeah, it's just going right to the grid, which is 16th notes. And the same thing will happen if I go to 8th notes, and you see the grid switched. Now it's just snapping to 8th notes. Now say you don't want to be on the grid even momentarily, but you actually like these settings and you like grid mode. So you can actually hit Command G, and that'll turn off grid mode. So you can, it's basically like slip mode in Pro Tools or slip mode in Logic. So again, that's just Command G, and to get grid mode back, just hit Command G again, and you see Division pop back up. All of our settings are still there, and we can go right back to the grid mode. And Smart Mode still works great, but I find when I'm doing super edits that are super micro and I really want it to be super precise, I like it to be on Snap to Grid, Division, and Snap Regions to Absolute Value. So now there's one more thing. Say you want all your sessions to start out in this mode. Perhaps you don't, but if you do, let's make a template. So let's actually delete this region that I was messing with, as I don't want this to show up in my template, but I want my settings intact, which is actually, let's go to 16th note and our division settings and absolute value snapping. I want that to every new session I make, I want these settings in it. So let's go ahead and delete that. Now let's go to File, and it's as easy as this. Let's hit Save as Template. So let's go and save this as Grid Temp Session. So now let's close this session out. Now let's make a new session. So Command N, and now let's go to My Templates, and you'll see it says Grid Temp Session. So let's click that. And now all of our settings are intact. 16th notes, division, with snap regions to absolute value, snap to grid. And if I go to save, it'll make a new session with all those settings. So let's do this, session 2. Hit save, and we're ready to roll with all those settings intact. And again, this is just an option for grid modes, but you don't have to work in this way, but it's an option if you like doing that for editing and other things. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll be posting many more of these videos soon. And also, if you have any ideas or things you want to learn, please write in the comments, and I will try my best to hit all the topics and make videos of them in the future. Thanks so much.